And now, no broadcast. There. Alright. Why does it have my default picture on the... I don't know. It's... Oh, and running. Alright. Talk to Dagna, which I have not done since the Fade, where she can talk about the giant, the Illyrium connection with Templars.
Where's my other hat?
Hello.
Thank you for your investment in my investigations, Inquisitor. I've learned something, I think. I don't know.
What have you learned? Did you find out about the Fade?
I got a scraping that was cleaned off you, and it's weird. And the other rift bits, they're weird. It's just weird. I said weird, right?
Answers, Dagna.
Lyrium and the Fade linked, but dwarves and Tranquil not linked. But they work Lyrium, so they are. Somehow. There's something there. I was face deep in a rune, and for a moment, I was tall. Really tall. And I thought all the thoughts.
You felt taller. How much taller?
Like mountain tall. Or I was the mountain. But I was moving. I felt dizzy. You know what I remembered? Watching a shaper it carve the wall of memory, except big. Isn't that weird? Maybe there were fumes.
What do you mean when you say, thought all the thoughts?
I don't know. As if for a moment I was around all my people, and my thought was all of theirs.
Your thoughts were their thoughts.
No, my thought was all of our thoughts, like parts. Ugh, words are mush. Maybe that's what the stone feels like. Or we think it feels like. If we think it feels. Creepy.
So, Tranquil and dwarves are linked to Lyrium, but also not linked.
Like the lyrium needs to flow, but if you're part of it, it takes you with it. So you can't be part of it. That makes me sad. I'm not sure why. It seems like we should be part of it. Whatever it is. Or maybe we're the ones who make it happen. Whatever it is. You know what's frustrating? Answers that aren't answers. Blah.
Keep investigating and let me know what you find.
I tried to make it happen again, but it wouldn't. And I had a headache. And cocoa and a lie down. I'll keep at it. It's weird. Oh, and I made a rune. It's weird too. Be careful with it.
Yeah, you just made a Lyrium corrupting rune or something, whatever. Not as if I need to turn it in. Why do I even... Wait, do I even store those? Maybe not. Don't think so. Yeah, it's not like I really need anything. Trying to hang on to these stupid malachites. What? No. I just started the stupid thing. I recorded. Fine. I got one thing recorded. Whoopee. Why are you dying? Because you would like me to open Origin instead of just... Oh, there it goes really super small now. Look at that. Oh, Ugh, I can't grab it. Use Alt-Z, yes. Why did you die? It acts as if it's still broadcasting. Let's see. Well, supposedly it is. Right now, I forgot to, oops. I can't click. Just sign into a different account. Alright. Wait, did I reload that mods? I took out the no beard, no hat mask thing again. So Dorian is fixed again at the party, not having a mustache. And the rainbow throne. Let's see if I reloaded the mods. I can't remember. I know I took the rainbow out of the folder. And let's see. Nope, I didn't reload the folder. Oh well, we're looking at rainbow throne. We got to Judge Florian. See, I wonder if you kept that Vivian mod in there. Like even right now, if I had the Vivian mod in there, would it show up as Vivian instead of Florian? That would be really funny. Well, anyway, let's just do this. And the pure gold for Solas or Sun Clone. Whatever I feel like calling him. Basically, it's supposed to be my Solas.
I do not believe a reminder is necessary for this accused.
Rainbow.
Her capture and disgrace could not have been more public.
Romancing
Grand Duchess Floriane
anyway.
de Chalon, although her titles are among the dignities already at risk of forfeiture.
Oh yeah, she has a mask.
You spared her life despite her treachery. What becomes of it now falls to you.
She has a mask, even though she's at my party.
Out of your element, Floriane. Welcome to the Inquisition. My party.
Despite her posture, Lady Floriane has acknowledged your authority.
Should I curse you on behalf of the Elder One? I realize he had no intention of honoring the concordats I manipulated. Do as you must. I respect your mastery of the game, even as I despise your victory. Celine does not know her fortune.
I guess that I have to install a dwarf bun hair. I was thinking the females have hair. I mean the humans. Dagna doesn't. Okay, where is this? See if I can get approval on Sandra, because her romance won't start. Not that website. Where are you, website? No, 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 no. No. What, did I actually close the page? Yeah, I have 43 pages of internet open, and Dragon Age Wikia is no longer one of them. It ended up getting closed. Oh, alright. Here I thought I had my volume completely off. I'm still getting keypad tones. And let me get a search. There's always too many ads or other pages. Sit in judgment to get the full list until I find the right one. Okay. Faithful Inquisitor only. Of course, that's what Sandra, is that the only thing she approves of? Disapproves Cassandra. Okay, I can't do disapproves, so I can't do court jester. Armwick. Nobility knowledge perk is Cassandra disapproves. Don't I even have that? Well, I know I have that. Wait, what? Oh, that's Butter Guile. We're going common work. Right, because other things can't just, Cassandra disapproves of other things. Yeah.
Like most nobility, she's never walked in the shoes of those she endangered. Lady Florian, I give you a chance.
Wait,
Common work,
oh,
farm
whatever.
work. Do some good.
I never got my...
Sentenced to walk with animals?
Actually...
How droll.
I wonder if that would have gave me my trophy. I didn't get my trophy. Because I just saw Solas greatly disapproves instead of disapproves. Didn't give me my stupid party trophy. It just says, Fairweather friends always on and at Helen Straw. Take it. Am I done? There's nobody else at the throne. So I'm done with Helen Straw stuff. Emerald Graves, stuff. Oh, I got all kinds of tons of stuff to do. I wonder if this guy, Warden guy, Non, if his leaving quest even popped this up because of the fact that if he doesn't have enough approval, because I got him late. Because I figured when I went and asked, so I was able to ask him about Sarah, I was thinking, oh no, I'm going to have to go through him leaving before I can get him back and ask him about Sarah. But it let me. It let me ask questions, so... Well, Lisa's back. Okay, to talk to Liliana. Probably have to go to the Storm Coast and keep the Darkspawn down. Blackwell's approval. Wonderful thing everybody else say about Sarah. Other than they don't know what to give her.
If you've got questions, I'm your dwarf.
Well, we didn't do that, did we? Do you believe I am the hero?
Tell me the truth, Varric. Do you actually think I was sent by Andraste?
Shit. This is going to be awkward. I guess I do. Either you're guided by the hand of some higher power, or you have the worst luck.
I wouldn't have pegged you as an Andrastian.
It's a great story. It's got heroism, love, betrayal, and random musical numbers. What's not to like? I don't have a nug in this race. It could be bullshit, it could be true. I'll never know. But I like the idea that maybe you could save the world with a song.
Let's be realistic. It could be both.
You've got a point. Look at all the shit that's happened to you. You were saved from the explosion that leveled a mountaintop and fell out of the Fade. You traveled through time, faced down one of the ancient magisters who started the Blights, had a mountain fall on you, and lived. Single-handedly saved the Orlesian Empire. Stopped an army of demons. One of those things would be impossible. All of them together? That's a miracle.
So on the basis of my extraordinarily bad luck, you think I'm Andraste's herald?
If you know the story of Andraste, you know that bad luck is sort of her thing. Need something? Or are you just here to admire the dwarf?
Sure, I like to admire Varric. Never let anybody have a romance.
You and Sarah, huh? Good one. That'll make some eyes twitch. A gift, though. Tricky business. Is it too obscure? Is it too on the nose? Will it be taken as intended? Oh, it's a pain in the ass. I wouldn't worry about it. If there's something she wants, she'll say. Now, Sarah's not big on subtext. No footnotes, or, you know, any words of any sort.
Don't worry.
There are spirits hovering by the veil to observe the thrones of powerful nations, the machinations, betrayals. After our time in Halam Shiral, I understand why. I had forgotten how I missed court intrigue.
Why is this supposed to be a lie? Well, other than that, he disapproves when you ask him, but if he says he's seen it in the Fade, obviously, which is a lie, but...
You miss court intrigue? When were you at court?
Wait,
Oh, well, never directly, of course. An elven apostate is rarely invited to speak with empresses and kings. But from the Fade, I have watched dynasties form and empires crumble. It is sometimes savage, sometimes noble, and always fascinating. In any event, Celine should now be a steadfast ally. And Brialla as well, thanks to your efforts on her behalf.
Alright, if I had done... shoot. I mean, okay. At the party, you don't really get disapproval. So, is it wanting me? It's wanting me to do it like this.
Venan.
Yes. What do you think about needing a gift for Sarah? Greatly disapproves. What's gonna happen? So,
You and... I see. I can't. She's turned her back on what we should be. I have no insight in what she could want. Something human and fleeting, no doubt.
okay, it's been a while since I played that, and oh, is the marker still on him? What's the markers on? Obviously have to be above. He kind of asked me to do her quest. Oh, wonderful.
Marvelous business, the Winter Palace. Saving the day, reconciling lovers, mediating a civil war. So sugary, it's nauseating. All this dancing, politics, and murder makes me a bit homesick.
Personally, I'll remember our dance.
There could have been more corpses about. Although I suppose we might have tripped over them.
You're a grim young man, Dorian.
Nonsense. I simply enjoy the drama. I hope you tried the ham they were serving, by the way. Tasted of despair. It's fascinating. Right. You want the Lover's Red. Nestle a Feltamont rose to your heart and take it to the west peak of Mount Azazet. As dawn breaks, bare your chest. 9 seconds of that cold sun will tease the petals to the color of love's first blush. No, complete nonsense. As is trying to please that imp with any material gift. Good luck, Inquisitor. It's not a hunt I'd bet on.
A request has been made of you, Inquisitor.
Of course there has.
Here it is.
How many quests do you
What is your-
actually have?
I am able to pursue my
Alright. You have hair again. Oh, good.
Inquisitor,
See.
I wonder if you might help me with a delicate situation. There is an alchemical formula that I must complete, but I have been unable to obtain a critical ingredient. The heart of a snowy
There's your
wyvern.
makeup.
I had arranged to obtain one, but the chevaliers working with me were killed in the Civil War.
And I can't, unless I use that as a complexion, I can't use that makeup. I wanted to try the ice one. And then I tried it, and it looked purple instead of blue. So
I didn't know you were an alchemist, Vivian.
color was funny.
What exactly is this project you're working on?
It is a special request from a member of the Council of Heralds. I am still the Imperial Court Enchanter, after all. The matter is private. That is all there is to say.
I love your hair when it works. And then she gets
You
mad.
want me to risk my life to get this thing for you, but won't tell me what it's for.
My dear, it is hardly proper for me to blab the secrets of those who put trust in my discretion. I would not have attained my position at court if I didn't know when to be silent.
Oh, she didn't disapprove?
I'm not a hunter. Why do you think I can help?
This beast is not hunted for sport, as other wyverns sometimes are. It is far more deadly. In the past, chevaliers have been dispatched to either kill the creatures or drive them away from villages. Since my chevaliers have fallen to political conflict, I find myself in need of someone with a martial aptitude.
Although I think the reason it didn't give me a trophy is because I had her and Florian. Well, she was there herself, standing around, for part of the party in her standing spot, but then she was in place of Florian, so it kind of might not have counted her as being there? I don't know.
If I'm going to hunt down a snowy wyvern, I need you to tell me everything you know about it.
They're quite rare and exceedingly dangerous.
Although,
Their venom is the most potent of any wyvern. Ordinary hunters would not make the attempt. The risk is too great. You, my dear, would certainly be an equal to this monster.
although having everybody at the party is not part of the trial because it's a trial for PlayStation. So you can't have everybody at the party.
I'll do what I can.
Thank you, my
So
dear.
it's not
I would be
required.
most
I
grateful.
just didn't recognize her as
I shall
being
give the
there
location of its lair to Cullen.
when she was
Remember, my
supposed
dear,
to be.
I must have its heart, or the potion will not work. I eagerly await your success.
I don't know. And she's
Yes?
the only one with an answer. Now, here's the thing. Do dwarfs have any other body hair? You know, some people, well, yeah, they have pubic hair, but do they? Well, then this, it assumes they do.
I want to show Sarah I'm serious about her. Any ideas about a gift that would say it?
Oh, seriously? This is why you've bothered me. Just shave something rude into your privates, dear. She won't get the redundancy.
Are you sure? Anything is worth considering.
Of course, my dear. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm doing anything else.
Okay, so elves do have private hair because according to this, it's acting like they do. Okay, but they don't have facial hair except for that redemption or whatever. The one movie that wasn't entirely official canon. I don't know. Anyway, right, where'd that marker go? Do I need to ask? I need to talk to Liliana, of course. She has all her stuff to do with, which is a lot.
So it's true. Some look to Cassandra or even me as Justinia's successor. I never thought the idea would gain momentum. Of course, with the other candidates out of the picture...
Is becoming divine something you really want?
When Justinia was alive, I would have laughed at anyone who even suggested that I could be her successor. Things have changed. Still, I don't know. Restoring the Chantry will be like trying to steer a sinking vessel through a storm.
Whoever becomes divine will have my support if she requires it.
And I'm sure whoever becomes divine will absolutely require the Inquisition's backing. The Chantry is faltering, but it still has influence over the people. Who tells the people what's right? Who do they look to in times of peril? A divine with enough support can change the Chantry. And with it, Thedas.
Right now they look
But
to
this
be
is a
in
discussion
times
for
of
later.
bad.
If Corypheus wins, finding a new divine will be the least of our problems.
Look to the Inquisition in need of support. Okay, where's the rest?
A message from Divine Justinia.
That's a shock. Are you all right reading it?
Thank you for the concern, Inquisitor. But I am. This message was written months, perhaps even years ago, to be delivered to me if she died. I've heard of such contingency plans. A sudden death often leaves loose ends. I'm to go to Valence, a small village on the waking sea. There is something hidden there.
Do you know what you're looking for?
The Divine was a powerful woman who used her position to obtain all sorts of things. Whatever she hid in Valence would very likely benefit the Inquisition and must be kept from falling into the wrong hands. If I'm lucky, she will have instructions for me.
I never choose that. Why is that there? Besides, you want to be mean to Liliana.
Why hide things in Valence? What's so special about it?
Justinia was revered mother at the chantry there for many years before she became the Divine.
Oh,
It is a place that holds great meaning for her.
that's too loud, Quinn.
I'll help in whatever way I can.
Wonderful. I was hoping you would agree to come with me to Valence. One more thing. If what is hidden in Valence is as valuable as I think, we're not going to be the only ones looking for it. I shall meet you at the chantry in Valence. Try not to delay. I received a note from the hero Ferelden. She misses me. I very much needed to know she was still out there fighting to be with me. Thank you. It is a great relief, and I appreciate you allowing me to send the messenger. Now, can I help you with anything?
Oh, yeah.
You seem to know a great many people.
I have made friends, and on occasion enemies. It's unavoidable.
What do you know of Morrigan?
She's changed. She used to be so disagreeable, cruel. She said things just to hurt people. Now the sharp edges have worn away. Perhaps it was Kieran? He seems so normal, like any other little boy. And so polite. Not that I was expecting anything else. I mean, never mind.
next day when the group arrived, we suddenly just jumped in time. Wait, okay. It was setting a rough pace, they traveled only. Okay, and then got up to travel. Okay.
You seem to know Josephine quite well.
I met her a long time ago. But I'd just returned to Val Rayo. The ball was... We've been friends ever since.
What do you consider a real party?
It's not a real party until someone's smoked, and that's all I'm saying about it.
We can continue this conversation later.
You know where I am.
Okay. So, where did that... Okay, ask Iron Ball and Coal. Oh. Come this way.
I'd be perfectly happy never again setting foot in the Winter Palace. It wasn't the gossip and backstabbing, I know what the game entails, but the indifference to it all.
I didn't care for it myself.
I shouldn't be surprised. The Chantry can be the same. Their politics are less extravagant, but just as heated. The Empress rules a country. The Divine influences half a continent.
Oh.
May I ask you something?
Of course.
Do you think Templars should cease to exist?
No. I may have chosen to leave that life, but I respect those who remain. Magic ungoverned could tear the world apart. It's doing so now. Templars are trained and able to confront such dangers.
What would you suggest?
Some call the Circle a prison that can only breed resentment. Perhaps opportunities to work outside the Circle. A mixed military service or healers' clinics with Templar support. And there must be a safer way for Templars to leave. Templars can lose their memories to lyrium. Some call it a gift, to forget the failed harrowings, the demons. Some atrocities haunt me still. But to lose what good I can recall, I nearly lost my mind once. It is no gift.
I like the sound of that.
I'm not sure it's the answer, but something needs to change.
You still regret the man you became after leaving Ferelden?
After the Ferelden Circle, I thought all mages were like the ones there. Knight Commander Meredith's methods were harsh, but they kept people safe.
You've said Meredith was unstable.
She was my Knight Commander. I had no reason to distrust her. She wasn't wrong about the Blood Mages in Kirkwall. Meredith encouraged my anger towards the mages. There was only so far I would go, and she knew that too. I was her second in command. She kept decisions from me, those I would question. I believed she was serving the city. I never thought to question her, not until it was too late.
You can't control everything. You stood up to her in the end.
If I hadn't, would I be like her now? I wanted mages locked away as much as she did. I trusted they were treated reasonably well, but I should have done more. I should have looked into it. It's not yet enough. The Inquisition is my chance to atone. I will see it through.
You've mentioned siblings. With everything that's happening, do you know if they're all right?
I've received word from my eldest sister. She was always good at tracking me down. South Reach has experienced the same chaos as everywhere else. My family is fine. Pray they remain so.
Your sister tracked you down. She didn't know where you were.
I let her know I was in Haven. She assumed I survived. It's not the first time. I may have neglected to tell her when I was transferred to Kirkwall.
Why?
I wasn't in a good state. I wanted only to leave. I received an angry letter about my disappearance 2 years later. For all her reprimands, it was a relief to hear from someone who knew me before the Blight.
The Inquisition won't last forever. What will you do when this is over?
To be honest, I hadn't given it much thought until recently. I'm not used to having so many possibilities.
That's all I wanted to know.
Another time, then.
Okay, here we go.
I didn't understand the Grand Ball. It would have been easier if they said what they wanted.
Orlesian nobles see politics as a great competition.
Yes, but none of them ever win.
I thought things.
May I ask how things are, now that you're more of a spirit?
Questions can be shackles, but you kept me in kindness. I will answer.
You don't mind killing people, even being more of a spirit.
Monsters are easy, mindless, menacing. It's harder when it's people. Venatori, bandits. People who could change, but they chose. They hurt people. We need to stop them. My blades are yours to command. I forget later, so it washes clean.
What is it like to be this way?
I'm me. More me than I was. I can care and comfort, but keep clean. No shackles. They feel, forgive, forget, and I am free. Finally. Thank you.
Can you tell me more about what happened at the Spire? You and the real Cole.
I don't remember. I let that go. It isn't part of me anymore.
Can you tell me more about the Fade, now that you're more connected to it?
It is here, but held. Constrained by a construct. Veiled. Feelings, memories, minds, mortality, all shape it. A glass to hold water. We flow to the deep. Without you, we have nothing. Not even us. That's why we want so much.
I'll talk to you later.
Yes. She's still behind the curtains in the reading room, watching the blood pool on the floor.
Oh, there's that too?
A gift that means feelings. So it's something it isn't. I don't think that works outside the Fade. Or in it. Don't give her a gift in the Fade. That would go very bad. She would make it very bad. I'm not much help. Sorry.
Alright. I gotta ask Iron Bull, and then that portion is done. And then that means I talk to everybody after the ball. I already talked to him after the ball too, though.
Thank you.
Whatever. You have a thing.
Skyhold now.
You know I've got no problem with
Or I didn't.
Orlesians, but Halam Sharal was a mess. At least under the Qun, you don't get everyone tripping on each other's dicks while the country goes to crap.
Oh, that's new.
You've got away with words, Bull.
I do what I can.
Maybe we can find some other uses for that mouth of yours.
Yeah. When is the next meal, anyway? Orlesian food always leaves me hungry. Kadan. So, you and her, huh? Nice. But you're right. It's hard to say what she'd want that she hasn't just taken and gotten bored with already. I'm drawing a blank. I'd offer positions or something, but I play a power game, and she's all about the limber. Nice catch, though, boss. Good on ya.
Alright, so now I have Bull's romance scene to actually do, and Sarah's. And I talked to everybody post-party, except apparently her. Wait a minute.
Inquisitor?
Can you think of any other tasks suitable for the charges?
Nothing jumps out at me. If I come up with any ideas, I'll let you know.
We'll talk later.
What was that? Why is there a... Okay, there's her.
There is an issue that you should address.
Yeah, whatever. And there's still a... Oh yeah, now back to talk to Sarah. Talk that dude. Well, it's not like he does a puzzle, but whatever. Get it done with. Turn this negative thing off. Don't know why I don't have my trophy, unless it's updated later.
Oh, my maker, you cannot imagine how many letters I've received about the fracas at Halam Sharal. Fortunately, you tied twice as many threads as cut, although it is yet bewildering at the center.
There are problems coming out of Halam Shiral.
There are always problems from Halam Sharal. We've lost a few contracts, but more than made up for it. Although, if a few commendations were given, it might retie some severed threads. I couldn't suggest how. That is better decided at your war table, and I'm not going near that thing.
How's it going? Do we have what we need?
I think I like this job.
As you were.
We are here for you, Inquisitor.
Yeah. Let's... Yeah.
Nothing? Unfortunately.
You have to spend more time in Emerald Graves to get cursed by bears. Although the Emerald... Wait. One time it did it, and the second one didn't do it. Or whatever. Okay. Then it says back to Dr. Sarah. Let's see. Take a trip with Cole.
I will prepare some flanking exercises. I wonder who knows pain has tried the game.
It's one who lacks a certain wherewithal.
For he knows well a pain with pulse.
The left hand remembers a knife slipped to her in the darkness, and wonders why the flower blooms.
How'd you like to get out of here? Maybe do something fun.
I don't know. I've never tried.
Come on.
Inquisitor, you honor us with your presence. Will you be dining alone, your worship, or will others be arriving later?
Who can tell these days? I didn't even realize I was alone just now.
Very good, your worship. Right this way, please.
Very good. You're losing your mind.
Please enjoy your meal this evening, your worship.
You can tell her. She'll laugh and then do it because she loves you. She wants to make you happy.
Anything you'd like to share?
He wants his wife to tie his hands to the bedposts. Little silk ribbons. He worries she'll hate him. She only said it because she was jealous of your shoes. Remember his hand on your waist as the music swelled. So many little hurts, even here, away from blood and battle. I wouldn't have heard them before. Now I can, thanks to you.
So you help them with a few whispered words?
The right words. Plus what I am, a little of me making the happiness stronger, so the pain fades. I don't steal the pain. The nightmare demon at Adamant did that. It made them less so it could grow. I help them heal. They never need to know I was here. You've made me better.
It was my pleasure.
Remember old Maurice, too proud to forgive, gnarled hands clutching the back of an empty chair? Find another path. There was someone, before. He was my friend, but he didn't know what I was. When he found out, he changed. I lost him. You found out, but you didn't change. Didn't make me change. You let me be this, be more. Thank you for helping me find this again, for believing in me. You don't know what it means.
Changed. I lost it. I thought that one video is called Goodbye Solas that somebody made with all the dialogue mixed around from Cole and Solas and everybody. Well, basically those. I mean, that is referring to Solas lost.
I have an inkling. And you're welcome.
You don't need to. It used to help, but it doesn't anymore. Let it go. You were scared, trying to show them you were strong. Find him. Tell him you're sorry. The woman in the red dress thinks you would look good naked. She wants someone to compliment her hat. They will never know, but I know, thanks to you.
right, Cole, have you still done
He
odd
didn't kill
things?
his father. He was his father.
So, Cole. Someone stole an entire
I've
cheese wheel.
asked that
Mice like cheese.
many
Do
times.
mice also like bowls of crushed mint?
That was for the cats.
So the cheese lures the mice, and the
I never
Mint
say
makes the
stop
cats
these
dance and
activities,
play.
and it always goes away.
Let's talk about something else.
All right.
Goodbye.
I'll talk to you later.
Yes.
Fine, let's warp. Chantry envelops. Nobody really goes. Alright.
It's just as I remember it.
Blue, blue, blue. Want real souls with eyes to be blue.
You didn't tell me you'd been here before.
Oh! Trying to take a screenshot.
She was just Dorothea then, a revered mother.
Puppy, you're supposed to be on this other side now. Oops.
It's peaceful here. You must have good memories of this place.
It was a place of comfort. It is good to see it still untouched by Corypheus.
Puppy, you're supposed to be over there.
Liliana, is that you?
Sister Natalie, what are you doing here? I thought you were in Val Rayo.
No, I've been here
Down.
since Justinia died. This place makes me feel like she's still with us.
Inquisitor, this is Natalie, a trusted friend.
Wait, Inquisitor? You brought the Inquisitor here? My lord, forgive me for not recognizing you earlier.
Bigger things to worry about than that.
Oh, I see.
Say it mean-like.
Natalie,
Okay.
listen. There is something hidden here. Something Justinia left for me.
Oh, really? What is it?
I don't know, but we'll find it. I'm curious to see what brought us all here. Justinia's letter came with instructions for me. They were a little cryptic. Always remember that faith sprung from a barren branch. That light has no fear of darkness. Above all, that strength lives in an open heart.
She must be hinting at something in here. Let's look around.
Do they still sing verses from the benedictions every Friday? That canticle was Justinia's favorite.
Yes, of course. We'd never give up the traditions of our most beloved divine.
That is lovely to hear.
Even though it's the wrong answer.
I stare up at the breach sometimes. It's terrifying, but beautiful in its way.
It is beautiful. When the sun rises through it, it splits into what looks like 1,000 suns, like a broken mirror.
Yes, spectacular, isn't it? You must be careful, Natalie. Justinia's enemies are making their move, vying for position and the Sunburst throne. I was in the cloister in Lothering when the Blight began. There was a lot of fear back then. No one knew what was going to happen, whether we would live or die. And then one morning, I found a single bloom on a dead rose bush. And I thought, even in the midst of all this, life finds a way. The Maker hasn't abandoned us. An open heart. Well, that one's quite literal. And morbid. But Justinia always said that compassion was my greatest strength. Doubt is easy. It takes courage to trust. What was that? Sorry to keep you waiting.
Good old Leliana was playing you the whole time. Didn't you realize?
They never sing the benedictions here on Fridays, Natalie. Something so simple. And you got it so wrong. I wanted to believe, but you were lying from the start. Keep that pretty mouth shut if you must, dear. You've already told me everything I need to know. The prickleweed burrs on your hem, talking about the sun rising through the breach. It all points to a single place. Morel in the Dales, Grand Cleric Victoire's bastion. She sent you, didn't she? Victoire was always an opportunist.
I want to know what this Grand Cleric planned here.
She sent Natalie here to see what Justinia was hiding, no?
The Inquisition has turned Thidas away from the true Chantry. It must be stopped.
Stop us? You must be joking.
Mother Victoire is well loved by many. The Inquisition has more enemies than you know.
And Victoire thinks she can ally with them.
Who is this Grand Cleric? I've never heard of her.
An experienced cleric. She never agreed with Justinia, but kept her ideas to herself. I suppose now, with Justinia dead, she thought she could make her move.
We don't have to be at odds, Natalie. You could come with us. Join the Inquisition.
I was called to serve the Grand Cleric. I will not betray her. Kill me then. I am not afraid to die for my beliefs. At least I still know what I believe.
Release her, Leliana. She's no threat.
The Grand Cleric?
She is one woman. We are the Inquisition.
The Inquisitor has spoken. Run. Tell your mistress that she has a choice. The Inquisition is coming. No! This can't be it. There's nothing here.
Check again. Perhaps the box itself is a puzzle. She seemed the puzzling sort.
No, it's just an empty box. There's a message carved in the lid. The left hand should lay down her burden. She's releasing me. The divine has a long reach, but it is always her left hand that stretches out. 1,000 lies, 1,000 deaths. Her commands, but my conscience that bore the consequences.
She apologized in the Fade. She said she failed you. This is what she meant.
All this time, Justinia carried the fear that she was using me. Just like I'd been used in the past. But Marjolaine's games were trifles. Justinia gambled with the fate of nations. She needed me. No one else could have done what I did. She knows that.
Then you have to let it go. Let her go. You don't owe her anything anymore.
If it were not for you, I would have killed Natalie and called it a good thing. Thank you for showing me what was right when I couldn't see it for myself. There are things that must be said, but not here. I will see you back at Skyhold.
Just disappear and leave me here by myself, huh? And I have no party. Not actually. There's nothing in here. Wishes for me to run over all the way to the western approach. I finished the western approach.
Hello again.
Do you have any advice for me?
It seems that Corypheus searches for elven artifacts. That's hardly surprising. Tevinter power is based on what those vultures scavenged from the ancient elves. Whatever advantage he hopes to gain, we need to stop him at once.
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
Grand Cleric Victoire has offered the Ambassador support for the Inquisition.
Ah, Natalie is as persuasive as ever.
I'm told that Ambassador Montillier is pleased with the restraint you showed in Valence.
She's positively beside herself. I will never hear the end of it. Niceness before knives, Liliana. Haven't I always told you?
Will that be all, my lady?
For now.
How have you been feeling since Valence?
Good. Wonderful. Valence was something of a rebirth for me. If you hadn't been with me at Valence, I would have killed Natalie. I'd have told you that I didn't have a choice. But there is always a choice. I am more than this. I am more than what Justinia made me.
Do you resent Justinia for what she did?
How can I when there is so much between us? When she gave her life for peace? No, I believe her intentions were pure. Most intentions are.
What does this mean for my Inquisition? Will you still be my spy master?
Of course. I would not give up my post. Not after everything we've built. I just know now that I shouldn't ignore my heart. Mercy is not always a weakness.
You've exceeded her. She could never have imagined the power you now hold.
And now I will know how to use that power wisely. I have to stay true to who I really am, before a spy master, left hand or bard. I almost lost myself. Yes?
Let's talk about you.
Me?
Bards tell tales. I bet you tell some good ones.
There are plenty of tales in the library. Perhaps you should look for them there.
It's from the beginning of the game. Shouldn't she actually tell you something at this?
What did you do before you worked for the Divine?
I was a
Finished your
bard,
conversation.
an Orlesian spy for many years. For a time, I also served a small cloister in Lothering. After the Blight, the Divine called on me to oversee her personal network.
I should leave you to your work.
We can always talk later. Inquisitor?
Okay, so we don't have her divine conversation.
Anything I should know?
Celine has cemented power in Orlais. Good, we need an ally like her. At the moment, she's said to be rooting out the last of Gaspard's supporters. Once that is done, we will have a united Orlais behind the Inquisition.
Anything I should know?
It seems that the Orlesian army is awaiting our next move. Some of the generals are sympathetic to our cause, others are still suspicious. Our actions are under a great deal of scrutiny.
Anything I should know?
I've agents stationed by the ruins of Haven, should Corypheus or his lackeys return. So far nothing, and the breach has been quiet for some time. There is something at least.
Anything I should know?
Altegan has returned to Redcliffe Castle, and resumed his duties as Lord. The people are returning, slowly but surely. Unfortunately, our show of support for the mages has angered many.
Anything I should know?
I've nothing to report at the moment.
I'll leave you to your work.
Right then.
My heart.
I need to know more about Corypheus.
He has lost his army, and he has lost Orlais. That eliminates military or political means to rebuild Tevinter. He will need to demonstrate that no one in this world can stand against his magic. It will not be subtle.
We'll talk later.
Dareth Shiral.
Alright.
Inquisitor.
No, have to record those romances separately with mature.
Is this what war is like?
See if you're actually gonna leave. You don't have an exclamation mark.
Yes?
And you don't settle in straight to a conversation.
Let's talk about the Grey Wardens. You must know a lot about them.
Ah, the Wardens. I'm afraid we're less exciting than we seem.
Really?
Let's continue this at another time.
As you wish. I'll be here if you... Yes?
And that's just
What do you think of the
repeat
Inquisition?
stuff.
I just know that you could shake this world to its foundations if you willed it.
You must have some feelings about our friends.
Dorian? He's arrogant. He preens himself. But you already know that. He doesn't even hide it.
I haven't actually asked that one.
You must have some feelings about our friends.
You're eyeing the Lady Seeker, aren't you? I can see why.
Well,
Definitely
romance won't do
striking.
it.
A little stern, though.
You're experienced, I assume. Got any
Your
tips?
experience.
If I say the wrong thing, she'll probably have my head. Cassandra is a warrior. That's all she's ever known. But that's not all there is to life. Show her that.
Why would I think he's experienced, I assume?
You must have some feelings about our friends.
Cole's dangerous, unpredictable. We aren't even sure what he is. Don't know what he might do. I wouldn't turn my back on him.
You must have some feelings about our friends.
Cole's dangerous, unpredictable.
Yeah.
I wouldn't turn my back on him.
You must have some...
The less I think about Dorian, the better.
We should return to our duties.
As you wish. You are, after all, in charge.
Okay, what time is it anyway here? Go to some storm coves because Blackwell will approve of killing them. Time on YouTube. $80. Okay, yeah, as I said, I have to record 2 romances separately. 80. I've done 80, so I have 40. Okay, that puts me right at midnight. Alright. Yes, I have to start at the very beginning.
I like you. You don't ask about elfie stuff.
Like you'd know what you're talking about.
Right, well.
Inquisitor, if you have a moment.
What is it?
You may want to look into this.
I wonder something. Since I'm leveled up, will this dragon on the shore not fly away? Alright, we gotta move on.
Been a long time since I was at sea.
I can't even see the other shore. That's far.
Approving in the Western approach would be dark spot. Thought you approved of all dark fights. Guy in here. Not in this small cave. Are you guys enemies too? Right then. You are.
Darkspawn ruin everything. We're killing them, right? Because we are.
Books, or at least I think I picked everything up. Stuff that was sitting along here. 2 books about the Cune, and yeah. I can do even ground without getting cursed. Might as well play on Nightmare. We're already on screen. I can check it was dead. Avoid using lightning, and let's see, I need to put runes on these. Hearts of Despair. Yes, need runes. You have what? Fire Frost. What do you have exactly? Nothing good items. Yeah. Well, you can use that.
This area must be rife with smugglers.
Was it? Well, we killed bandits, I guess. Smugglers, whatever. We can kill a few wandering around and we recruited the rest. In story form, I'm like, hey, besides, how can a road do that? We have to jump that high there. Wouldn't that be amazing? Like going too fast. Something's stuck all the way over there. Using ice mine, ice wall, what? What are you using? No? Huh. It's only freeze step. Oh, never mind. That was, well, actually. No, I got the one room. I thought there was one on the... Never mind. Do I need to get up to that astrarium? And react to coordinates on the coast. this? Come on. How to climb a mountain. Hello. Where am I now? Ooh. Whoa! No, 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 no. Whoa.
Everyone all right?
Am I alright? I'm just flying all over the screen. I think I'm not very alright. You see what I was doing, Quinn? Okay, is there a loop here? Before I decide to fall down. Spiders under the finally. Wait, did I get? Oh my, okay. By the way, air shock to E4 checkmate. Solas looked at him bewildered. They didn't even start a chess game. It just, Lisa just threw that in there. I don't know how to do this one. yeah, next stop. And where do I see the dragon? Hello. Oh, you weren't, thought he was standing by a chest. He must have been a
It's
good
over.
person. Whatever.
Everyone all right?
Keep traveling. Oh. Alright, let's go this way. Along the coast until we hit a dragon. Will it stay there for me to kill? Where's it even here? Shouldn't it be here? Oh, it decided to go away. Giant is not here either? Okay then.
Still on about my Lady Josie and her tricky tongue. And I've been thinking again. Shut up. Here's how I'll do it too. I find a knob right, and I seduce him.
You'll what?
Wait, not done yet. He thinks he's being seduced. But when it's time for slap and tickle, I jump up and say, I like your wife better.
And the goal would be?
He thinks he's in charge, but he isn't. I am.
I don't know what to say.
Then I'll punch him to make sure he gets it.
Oh, Sarah, I do love you.
Daggers are hitting with rocks to drop down. What? Why is this leaking black? The script is corrupt. What is it? Hello. Who's hitting me? Okay. Otherwise, I'd say, like, the rift in still ruins. Still ruins. It's because somebody used blood magic on a barrier and it's dripping red blood. And all of a sudden, this thing is dripping black. I'm confused. Look at that crazy place I have. That's what we need. Where's the shard? Is that... Wait, that's not... Yeah, that's a shard. Okay, so where is it? Oh, F you. Unless I had to go down that far to get the shard. Now I have to climb back up. Sarah, you're not moving. Stealth doesn't mean you suddenly do nothing. Probably been recording a long time now. Okay. I do need to get past this cave to the... Everybody's gonna be stuck back there, right? Too bad. Really don't care. Let's go.
Inquisitor.
Alrighty, I assume my video is done. Yeah, it is the right time. It's right at 12. I can't even remember such things. I like it when it's on YouTube. I can actually see the time. Alright, thank you for joining me. It's the end of this video. I might, don't know if oh yeah, I have to record 2 romances by themselves. Okay, so I'll do that. And thank you for joining me.